Hello, Park family. I'm sorry that I am unable to be with you all today. We are going to begin our work together of using PBL instructional strategies within our classrooms as we prepare to create and facilitate our second PBL unit within the second semester. Today, we are going to focus on the launch or hook or entry event that can be used to launch a PBL unit. Here's an example of an entry event. The teachers created a mock breakup letter that is high in student interest. Let's watch.
I'm not sure how to start this letter, but I feel that we need to talk. I've been thinking about us a lot lately. I really thought we would be together forever, but then things changed.
We use this as a little bit of invisible theater to get our students sort of jumped up, to get them going, and that's our launching point.
I feel like you started to take me for granted, misspelled on a side note, but that's just because I'm an English teacher. You just started to do whatever you wanted and never asked me about anything or how I felt. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I don't want to hurt you, but I think it's time we broke up.
We know that we are getting at the theme of the Declaration of Independence, of people breaking up with a former governmental power.
I need some time by myself to see what it is like on my own. Sorry, but us is over. And now I feel, I guess we could say who wrote it. Is that like stepping over the line? Yes. Okay, don't hate me forever, but I'm gonna tell you who wrote it. It's signed the 13 colonies.
Now, we don't teach the Declaration of Independence, not even in Rush. But how could we use an entry event like this one to launch a lesson or a unit or even just an activity within our classrooms? Think creatively about your content area. What's the purpose of a hook or an entry event? Well, a good entry event gives our students a hint to the content that we are about to learn. It creates interest in the topic that we will be addressing in the coming lessons. A good hook initiates student inquiry about a real or mock challenging question or problem. It guides students to access their prior knowledge and highlight connections that they might already have. And it creates a bridge to that driving question. There are many, many types of entry events. We watched a video in which the teacher created a mock correspondence that she shared with her class to launch a lesson on the Declaration of Independence. We could also use a song or its lyrics, a poem, a story or a fable, a YouTube video, a movie clip. We could also use coordinated site visits or guest speaker experiences to hook into a PBL unit. If we know that our sophomores went on a coordinated site visit, I could use that as an entry event into a PBL within my content area, even if I was not on the trip. We can use Academy time to share those experiences or pictures or even some resources, but then we can also depend on our students to be the experts to share what they learned during the CSV. Entry events align to the challenging problem or question and the sustained inquiry elements on the PBL project design rubric. The launch activity leads to the driving question and need to know list, which create open-ended questions and student-driven inquiry over the course of the PBL unit. All right, I'm challenging you to use an entry event to begin a lesson in your classroom. Be creative and hook your students' interest before diving into the content. Sometime in the next 2 weeks, give it a try. I will be back in Academy meetings on December 2nd, and we'll share out our experiences of using these launch events. And just so you're aware, these are the two main resources that I used for today's PL. I have copies in my office if you're ever interested in borrowing them for some quick research of your own. As always, do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions or you would like some help co-planning an entry event for your class. I'm always more than happy to help in any way that I can, and I would love to come and visit your classroom during these launch activities.